What's going on YouTube? Ralph the Trader here, back again with another video. Today's video I want to go over gold and Nasdaq because I've been having some traders emailing me about gold and in the Nasdaqs. Even though I don't trade either one of these pairs, I used to trade Nasdaq, but dealing with the funded accounts, I don't really understand the lot sizes with using the Nasdaq, but you know, this the setup is still the same. No matter what pair you're trading, all right, the setup is still the same. You know what I mean? Like Stacy always says too, price is always inside of a box. All right. We want to buy low and we want to sell high. Nothing changes. All right. Nothing changes no matter what currency you're trading, indice you're trading, or what commodity that you're trading. Everything is always the same. All right. So looking at gold on Monday, all right. As you guys can see, gold was accumulating inside of a 25 pip box, all right. So when prices typically accumulate, they're just collecting orders here, okay. So as the Asian session open up, all right, Asian session open up with this indecision candle, followed by a nice engulfing, closing below the quarter level, okay. This next candle opens up. All right, you got an engulfing with a flat top. This is letting you know that there's momentum inside of the market. Okay, this next candle open up. All right, you're clear to take an entry here. All right, you can take an entry here. Now, if you want to wait, okay, until price closes below the double zero, okay, that's fine. That's fine too. But you want to get in when we're selling. We want to get in at the top. All right, when we're selling, we want to get in as at the top as close as possible. Okay, so this was a nice sell move. All right, down in the Asian session. Okay, then coming into your London session. Okay, and I think most people typically trade gold during New York, but I think it moves during London and New York. So coming into your London session, you had this was your most recent high. Okay, your most recent high was here. Okay, and your most recent low was right here at the 50. Okay, Europe opens up. All right, market shoots up to the double zero. Okay, come back and give you a nice retest. We get a nice inside bar here. Okay, after this inside bar, all right, after this inside bar, this is your equity hour candle. Okay, inside bar, equity hour. Equity hour closes above, hit that high, closes above the double zero. Okay, you're clear to take an entry. Okay, if you want to take an entry as soon as the equity hour candle closes, you can do that, or you can wait until you get up here and get to your quarter level or whatever. But everything has been confirmed down here at the bottom. Okay, you got the inside bar followed by a nice engulfing candle. You're clear to go here. You're clear to go. Okay. And as you guys can see, as price came up, all right, we're at the top of our 100 pip box. All right. We get another inside bar, then price starts to go sideways. Okay, they start accumulating. All right, accumulating again. Now, if you're looking for this sell setup for them to come back and get this money, all right, you just want to wait. Okay, just wait until you get confirmation. Okay, and for me, I like to see price close below the double zero. I mean, below the 50 when I'm at the medium price. I like to see price close below here. Okay, so once this candle here would have closed, you was clear to take an entry here for 50 pip move. Okay, and this is on a 15-minute time frame. All right, now going in today, you had a 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got a 1, 2, 3. Here's your high. Okay, your high. This is your most recent high, right at the quarter level. All right, you get a 1, 2, 3 to the high, but now you want to wait on that equity hour. Okay, because of the way gold moves. All right, for me, if I'm trading gold, I'm waiting on the equity hour. All right, that's just me personally. I'm gonna wait and see what happens at the equity hour. As you guys can see, price was just accumulating. Okay, it was just accumulating inside this 25 pip zone. All right, this is your equity hour candle. Okay, and like I said, this was equity hour was here. Okay, as you can see, we were just accumulating, but you can see we was rejecting this quarter level. Okay, and I think there was news out today. All right, but as you see all the rejection here, this is letting you know that price is not going up. Okay, but you want to wait on confirmation. Okay, you get a nice inverted pin hammer followed by a nice engulfing closing below the 50. Okay. Okay, if this wasn't strong enough for you, you could have waited on the next candle. Okay, but now you're entering into the closing of the 12 candle window, and sometimes you're going to get the trade outside of the 12 candle window, which is fine. All right, if you're still following the trade, it's fine to take a trade outside the 12 candle window. All right, so as you can see though, you're looking to get fill up in this area, and as you guys can see, that gold made a nice move to the downside. Now if you're looking at this on a 30-minute time frame, which is a time frame that I like to use, same scenario. Okay, use accumulating, you get the nice engulfing. All right, and then as this kind of broke down through an Asian session, as it broke the wick, it was clear to take an entry on that. Okay, because you're accumulating here, you got an engulfing. Okay, you got that engulfing. That's a sign. All right, and then just coming into the London session, I think a trader sent me a screenshot. He didn't know where to get in on this candle. All right, but this was your low. Okay, this was the most recent low. This was the most recent high. All right, we want to buy low. Okay, we want to buy low. All right, so as price as price moves up, okay, they come back. All right here. This is the 930 candle. Okay, so we were in that first hour. You get a nice pin hammer. Okay, pin hammer engulfings, like Stacy says. All right, we get a pin hammer at the low. Okay, equity hour opens up. As soon as this candle breaks this wick, I'm in there with a 1 bar stop. All right, I'm in there with a 1 bar stop. Okay, same thing. Price comes up here. So if you didn't take this trade, okay, and you got a 1-2 sideways, action 3, to the high. Okay, so you had a high. This was your most recent high, but then you had a session high here. Okay, so price breaks that high. Okay, we get this nice inside bar. Nice inside bar. Price sideways engulfing. You clear to take an entry here. Okay, because now we closed below it. Price came back with a retest. Okay, retest that high, engulf. All right, as this breaks the wick. Okay, you have an entry with a 1 bar stop right at the high. That's a 20 pip stop on gold. Okay, for a 50 pip drop. All right, coming into the New York session. Okay, same scenario. All right, you got your high is here. You got a high here. All right, there's our high. Okay, this is our most recent low that was here. Our most recent low is here. Okay, so as you can see, price is trading in between, inside of the high and the low. Okay, price comes up with the 1, 2, 3. Now you waiting on that equity hour. You see, we getting major rejections. Okay, at the quarter level. This is telling you that price is not going up. Okay, but we are waiting on equity hour and we're waiting on confirmation. Okay, this is your equity hour candle here. All right, another rejection. You know what I mean, with this indecision candle. Next candle, you got another indecision candle, but you're looking at, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections at the quarter level, followed by an engulfing closing below your 50 level. Okay, next candle opens up, come back to retest the 50. As it breaks the wick, I'm in the trade. All right, your target is at the low. Okay, but we know we got money that's sitting down here, so we know they're coming. There's like Stacey says, no free lunch. They coming to get the money. So for me, I like to use the 30-minute time frame because the time, to me, is just a stronger time frame, and I'm more comfortable with the 30-minute time frame. But it doesn't matter the time frame. You just gotta wait on this setup, wait for the pin hammer engulfings, and you're trying to get in as close as possible to the levels. All right. And like I said before, you want to sell high, buy low. Okay. So that was the trade on gold. And then for the day, coming in, watching gold. Okay. Looking at gold. All right. Nothing happens in the Asian session. Okay. London session opens up. So this was your high before the London session opened up here. Okay. So you get 1, 2, 3 to the high right at that quarter level. And you can see we're right at last week's low. Price failed to close a fight. Price failed to, continue to go up above last week's low. Give you a nice tweezer top. Okay. Nice tweezer top candlestick pattern right here. Closes below the quarter level. All right. So if you wanted to take a little short trade here, okay, you could have took a little short trade here. There's a nice 40-some pips. Could have got in like right at the level. Okay. Then going into the New York session, like I said, I know we had some news out, but as you guys can see, it's the same scenario from the from Monday. You're getting rejections at the 00 and at last week's low. All right, you're getting major rejections. This is your high of the day so far, your low of the day. Price comes back, give you this nice engulfing candle here. Okay, so you got the engulfing, it comes back, give you the retest. All right, give you another engulfing. Okay, you're clear to take an entry up in here. You want to get in high. All right, so you want to get in at the highest point. So after this engulfing, you was clear to take an entry once it came back and gave you an came back and retested this quarter level. You was clear to take an entry and just set your stop. You know what I mean, at this high, or you know, set your stop somewhere up in here. But you was clear to take an entry there. Okay. Now going into the Nasdaq. All right, with the Nasdaq, as you guys can see. All right, on Monday, you know, Nasdaq, you really want to trade Nasdaq during the U.S. session, but hey, sometimes you will get a trade during London. And I think the way Stacy has his chart set up for Nasdaq, I think it's within the 100 pip box. But the way I was trading Nasdaq before, I liked it. I do my zones from the 00. You know, then the next quarter level would be like you see here. So it's every 125. So my zones are every 125 pips. Okay, that's how I was taught with the Nasdaq, and that it was comfortable for me. So that's the way that that I would be trading. But I think Stacy does it in 25 pip zones. But you know, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? You're looking for the same thing, so it really don't matter. Okay. So you had a high of the day that was here if you was trading London session. Okay. So this was your high of the day, the Nasdaq. Then you had a low that was put in place here right before the session opened up. Okay. This was your lowest point. All right. So in price, you come into the London window, Europe, London, you can see we're trading down at that low. Okay, we're at that low. You get these pin hammers. Okay, then right here, this is your equity hour candle. You see you're trading. You get down here at the bottom. All right, you get a nice tweezer bottom. You're getting these pin hammers. All right, you get these nice little pins. As this equity hour candle breaks the high of breaks this wick, I will be in this trade. All right, me personally, I will be in this trade because it's letting me know that it's not trying to go any lower. Okay, equity hour opens up and start pushing up. You know, with the Nasdaq, man, you know you running off with that. All right, and coming into the New York session. All right, this was your most recent low was here. Okay, and you already know your most recent high. Okay, our most recent high was here. Okay, all right, and we're down low. Okay, same thing with the Nasdaq. You want to wait until, you know, like that equity hour. Okay, but as you guys can see, when the market opened up with the Nasdaq, you had this nice bullish engulfing, followed by this nice pin hammer. Now you had this was in the first hour. Now you was clear to enter. I'm telling you, I'm getting in. All right, I'm getting in because that's just me. All right, I'm getting in because I got an engulfing, I got a pin hammer, and as this open up, passes this wick, I'm in this trade. Okay, and I'm just, you know, my stop loss will be down here. All right, and as you guys can see, this trade ran off. All right, but now if you didn't catch this because the equity hour was right here. Okay, so this was the equity hour, and as you guys can see, we are in the middle of our zone. Okay, so this is the equity hour, and I'm quite sure some people probably took this trade as it broke, you know, above this wick because our low is all the way down here. Some people might have took this, all right, but if you didn't take this because you was in the middle of your zone, depending on how you have your zones marked up, if you didn't take this, you clearly can see price came up. You had some sideways action, but you did get a 1, 2, 3 up to the high with an engulfing. Okay, and you had a trade. You had a sell high set up right there. All right, and going into today, you know, looking at today, New York session. All right, you had a high that was put in place here. Okay, this was your most recent low. You had a low here. You also had some swing lows here. You had a swing low there. Okay. at a swing low there. All right. And like I said before, we did have news come out. So now you just want to wait. All right. Wait until that equity hour. Okay. This was our equity hour candle here. As you guys can see, price was just trading inside of the high and the low. Okay. Equity hour pushes up past the high, hits the 50. All right. Come back with a nice inside bar. But like Stacy says, you want to wait until this breaks down. All right. You want to wait until this breaks down. So as you can see, we had a break of structure here, had a minor break of structure. They come back with the retest, give you a nice doji candle, followed by an engulfing. And as you guys can see, price drop. Okay. So it's waiting on the timings and just being patient and waiting on the setup. Like I said, everything is still the same. You do the same thing no matter what pair or you trade, what currency you trading, what indices or what commodity. You just look for that same setup with whatever that you're trading and just be patient and then just be disciplined. All right. And it's gonna work. Okay, trust me, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? So with that being said, be the reason someone smiles today. Be the reason someone smiles. Peace and love, family.